there's key ways that help men build lasting, and that's the thing, lasting brotherhood. So first one is intentionality. You can't wait for friendships to happen. You have to build them. Another one is a shared struggle. Like a guy who is struggling with something in his life tends to connect better with another guy who might be sharing in the same struggle. Believe it or not, vulnerability. I just shared something with you that wasn't a one-word answer, that kind of gave you an inside look, a behind the curtain look of something that's going on. Do you feel more connected to me, more relatable to me, or do you feel less?
I feel more connected to you.
More. Here is the last one, consistency. Gentlemen, what's up? Most men, we're lonely, and we don't even realize it. We've got coworkers, maybe some old college buddies, but very few real brothers. The kind of friends who know your story, to call you forward and to pick you up when you're down. These friendships start to dwindle as we get older. Today, Ethan and I are unpacking why male friendships are so rare, why they matter more than we think, and how we can build them up at every stage, even after high school and adulthood. That's what we're talking about today, which is all about friendships, why men need brothers, and why it's so hard to find them today, especially after hhigh school. Ethan, what's up, dude? How are you?
What's up? Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely fantastic.
Goody.
Yes, goody. Yes. More.
How's your week been? We're in September now.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it's flown by.
Yeah.
And only yesterday it feels like it's the beginning of August.
I know. And you know what's really crazy too is if you think about it, we are 1 month away from the final quarter of 2025. I believe we're like almost like
We're
three months away from Christmas. Didn't you feel like we just had Christmas? Like
yes,
last year?
like ever since I remember being young and being like, oh, this is taking forever, and then you're like enjoy it now because once you get older, time will start to fly. And yes, it has gone. I feel like it's getting faster and faster and faster.
Or you just wait till you have kids.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, I remember when you were born 20 years ago.
Feels like yesterday.
Feels like yesterday. Exactly right. That's what it does feel like. What we're talking about today, gentlemen, is we're gonna go through a couple different sections today. Why friendships change for dudes after high school and college. So we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be the first angle. Then we're gonna talk about Ethan's perspective of this at 19 because he's going through it. He's in the thick of it right now. Then we're gonna do my take on this whole thing because I just turned 50, and I've gone through 3 decades of this past high school, and I've seen how friendships have changed. And we're going to be talking about what friendships look like in your 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. I'm going to be talking about a couple of personal things that I've gone through. And then what helps men build lasting brotherhood relationships over time. Because this is really, really important. Because any man listening to today's podcast will agree. And I'll give you I'll hit the fast forward button and give you just my perspective. In your 20s, most men, like we just graduated college, we're out trying to find jobs. We found our first big job. We have our first serious girlfriend. Maybe we're about ready to get married, but like we're all sort of like just like we're all excited about life.
Yeah.
You know, and we go out, we party. It's like adventure. It's fun. It's like we kind of connect on those things. And then we get married, and then we just trash all our friendships. Like we literally forget all about them. Like we just like kick them to the sides. Like that men will, especially when we have kids, man, when the babies start coming, we're like, yeah, I can't go out anymore. Like I have no friends anymore. I can't even justify friends anymore. No friends for me. But yet our wives are really good at making actually more friends after we're married, but we're not.
Well, I feel like I'm going through that now, and none of my friends are married.
Well, you're going through something different, which we're going to talk about today. But in your 30s, you tend to pull back. But in your 40s and 50s, you have this deep hunger for it again.
Yeah.
Because you've probably in your 40s and 50s, you've gone out and accomplished quite a bit. You've probably made a good amount of money. You've gotten some accolades, like some good things are happening. But what you realize is that achievement does not replace connection.
Yeah.
That's what you really realize. So,
Amen.
hey, can I get an amen for that statement? Sorry.
my goodness.
I took extra DB overdrive today.
Oh, did you now?
That's. Did you like how I transitioned to that?
Yes.
To right to our show sponsor for So today's.
Wait, what's our show sponsor again? I forgot.
I have to hit you in the head with a hammer if you don't know at this point. You're wearing their T-shirts.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. First Form is our sponsor for today's podcast, and I'll tell you guys. You guys have heard us talk about this. We try to pick out a product of the week, and today it's going to be DB Overdrive. DB Overdrive is, what's really funny is I don't even know what DB stands for. Diabolic. Diabolic overdrive. I'm going to take this and become diabolical.
Diabolical to your day.
I kind of wonder what DB actually stands for. I'm not really sure.
Maybe you gotta ask Priscilla.
I should.
Yeah, you should.
Sal, what does DB stand for? It stands for diabolical. Diabolical. No, I'm kidding.
Diabolical.
I can't even talk over that. No, so I've been taking this. I take this pretty much almost every single day. I take it a part of my Larry's lemonade in the morning, which is strawberry and lemonade.
I tried the strawberry for the first time yesterday, not
Yeah?
the lemonade. It is so good.
It is good. You should seriously throw a thing of strawberry in there with it. It's delicious.
I only tried the strawberry yesterday. It was
Oh, I thought you tried only the lemonade.
no, I said strawberry.
So you just did the strawberry?
Yes,
What'd
I
you
wanted
think?
to try it by itself before I start mixing them and taking all of them.
That's true. Get a good gauge of what the strawberry is by itself before you start doing concoctions with it. But yeah, so I take creatine, 2 sticks of the hydration sticks, strawberry and lemonade, and then I take 2 capsules of DB Overdrive every morning. So what does it have in it that I like? This is a stimulant, so I will tell you guys that. It's got some caffeine and it's got a little bit of a kick to it. But it's got a caffeine blend in it. So it's fast acting and it's extended release. So that's important because what does that mean? You're going to have sustained energy without the crash. And that's one thing I really love about DB Overdrive. I've been taking it for a really long time, is that I can take it in the morning, but I don't feel that afternoon crash, which is really, really important to me. It also has neurotropics and focus agents like huperzine and tyrosine, which this helps with mental clarity and it helps reduce brain fog. So there's that. It also has thermogenic compounds that actually help speed your metabolism a little bit, like huperzine A. I'm sorry, that's for the neurotropics, huperzine A, tyrosine. But the thermogenic compounds is a green tea extract, and this actually helps burn more calories. It actually helps with metabolism. I don't really take it for that though. I mean, I know it's got some body fat reduction properties to it. But I really just take it for the sustained energy and without the crash. I just really kind of like it. And I'm not a huge coffee guy. I mean, I might have one cup of coffee in the morning. Huh?
Yucky.
Yeah.
I'm not a coffee guy.
Yeah, you don't have to like it. You like the smell of it though, don't you?
No, I don't.
What?
No, it's too strong.
You don't like the smell of coffee?
No, because I smell it. Like whenever you have just black coffee, I smell it from my room because my room is right underneath the kitchen. And I'm just like, someone's making coffee.
Yeah, it should just... Oh, sorry, I turned your mic off. See, I did that on purpose. You started ripping on my coffee. I'm going to turn your microphone off.
It says my opinion. That sounds so weird.
It does. Oh, wait, hang on. Check this out.
Woo! I didn't know you could do like...
Yeah, that's the audience cheering that I cut your sound.
I don't.
Not yet. But check this out, guys. I'm going to have a link in the show notes for you guys for this. So like I said, it's got a really nice caffeine blend. It's going to give you some sustained energy without the crash. It's going to help you feel a little bit better. It's going to reduce the brain fog because it's got
Brain frog.
I can't talk today, man.
Brain fog. You gotta slow things down. You're talking too fast.
Frog. Ribbit. What is wrong with us? I mean,
We're just a couple of goobers having a good
we're
time.
just a couple of guys having fun.
Exactly.
Anyway, go check this out. I'll have a link in the show notes for you guys. If you guys, God bless, I am so not on it today because I need to have a link for the show notes for you guys. So I'm so sorry. If you guys go to thedadedge.com/1361 for this show, again, thedadedge.com/1361. I'll have a link in the show notes for you for DB Overdrive. They did change a couple things over at First Form, just so you guys know. So they still do free shipping, but instead of $75, it's now $100. And from what I understand, so a lot of people are like, man, First Form isn't the cheapest player in the supplement game, right? And they're not. And they actually take a lot of pride in that. They do spend a lot of money on their quality. So they don't have fillers. They have, and I think I might be saying this wrong. So if I say this wrong, I do apologize, but I can't remember what class it is, but it's like a class something FDA type of a manufacturing plant. So they pay more for that because it's higher classification of manufacturing plant than the regular supplements. Plus, like the ingredients they use is top of the line. So instead of having to take cost out of their products and make a cheaper product, they're instead increasing the amount you have to spend in order to get free shipping, which I got to be honest. Like some people might be like, like I got to spend $100 instead of $75. I'm okay with that. Don't mess with the quality of my supplements though. Like I'll pay more for the supplement or I'll pay more to have free shipping, but don't mess with the quality of the supplement. Just don't do that. So, and they don't do that. So that's what I love about them. So if you spend $100 or more, you'll get free shipping if you use our link. So if you actually use the code that's affiliated with the DB Overdrive, that's in the show notes, you'll get that. Also, if you spend over 100, I think it's over $200, you'll get like a t-shirt, and then it's like over $250, $300, you'll get like a box of energy drinks, a 4-pack of energy drinks, or just some sort of goodies. Go check them out, like I said. Or if you can't get to the show, go to firstform.com. That's firstphorm.com/dad edge. If you use that code and buy everything with that code, you will get that free shipping if you spend over $100. So let's get right to today's show, which is let's go to why do friendships change after high school? So like, here's what I'll say about it. High school and college, friendships are based on convenience, right? So they're built on like, you might have some of the same classes with people. You play sports with them. Like you had your wrestlers that you had, but you're in constant proximity of people when you're in school, right?
Yeah.
After graduation, you'll notice this, but life kind of starts to fragment a little bit. Your friends will either start going in the direction of college, their careers, their girlfriends, that kind of thing. But the problem is men often lose their peer group at this age.
That makes sense
Yeah.
because I pretty much have. But not to say lose them, but we don't talk as much as we used to.
Right.
We're not as close as we used to.
That's the first domino that falls. We don't talk as much as we used to. That is by far the first thing that happens. That's the first thing you'll start to notice when you creep in. Have you noticed that already?
Yeah, except with only a few of them because I'm closer to a few more than others.
We won't tell them that.
No, we
Yeah.
won't.
Anybody you want to say it's your favorite?
Yeah, his name is. I'm not telling you.
That was one way to beep it out. His name is. That's one way to keep him anonymous.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
Well, before we move on, let's. What is happening in your circle of friends right now? So, like, I think that this is appropriate. So, for all you guys who are listening, who have kids who are in high school, this is what happens 3 months out of high school. So, what are you noticing?
Well, I think even whenever we didn't start going our own paths, like as soon as we all graduated and summer vacation pretty much started, people were already getting ready for their things, even though they haven't left yet. Like some of my friends are going to different states, others are going to be a couple hours away in the states or in state. But they're just very busy and they also have jobs. So they're trying to make as much money as they can so they can afford just about anything that they need for college or just in general. And yeah, so a lot of people just seem very distracted, and me as well. Like I've been trying to do my own thing with my college stuff and me like getting another job because I just ended my full-time job and now I have to find another job so I can keep it going. But literally it doesn't even start. School doesn't start and everyone's already on their own path. And so we don't talk as much. We're all distracted. We don't even hang out. And when we do, it's some of them, with some of them, it feels like it's like not what it used to be.
Like how? Like what do you mean?
Like, I wouldn't say awkward, but we're less energetic around each other. Like I used to have a few friends I go to the gym with, like in the middle of my high school career, and when they graduated, because they're like 2 years older than me, we would hang out, but it wouldn't be the same, and be like, this is different.
Do you think it's because, so going back to proximity, right? You used to see these people like in classes or in band or in sports and that kind of thing. And once the older kids have left, it's like the common ground also went with them
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah,
right? I mean, you still obviously gel with their personality, but the common thing of like, hey, I used to see you at lunch, or hey, I used to see you at band or racing.
and we used to go to the gym together.
Yeah,
That
let's
kind
go to
of
the
thing.
gym. And that all kind of tends to change a little bit. So it's like the foundation changes a little bit,
Yeah.
like the common ground. Yeah.
I'd say there's only a handful of friends that I actually still have a really good connection with. Like we can pick up right where we left off and still have a great connection. But it's not with everyone. So it's only a small handful of people I can still have that connection with.
That's been my experience as well. I mean, I mean, you've known me your whole life, and you've
I have?
friends, yeah, your whole life. You don't remember the first 5 years, but
No, I don't.
but my friend Matt,
Who's that?
yeah,
I'm kidding. I don't know who that is.
he's my ride or die. He's
Your
my
3 a.m. friend.
he's my 3 a.m. friend. He's the one that no matter how much time has passed, we can pick right back up. I mean, there have been years where we haven't talked. Like he was actually deployed to Afghanistan for a while.
What?
Yeah, when he was in the military.
I didn't know he was in the military.
Yeah, I didn't see him for a couple of years,
Holy
and then our friendship kind of resurfaced again, but like we literally just, it was almost like a not day had passed. But yeah, that I understand, it's like you have kind of like different classifications of friends, like in the closeness. Some of those friends, it's like, man, I don't know what the chemistry is, but we can like literally like go for the whole school year without talking, and then the summer it's like we're best friends again.
yeah.
And then there are some where you feel like you're inseparable, and the friendship is never stronger. They leave, and you don't even know who they are anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was with some of them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say his name, but I did have a friend that we did band together, and we also did a lot of stuff outside of school. Like, we used to go to the gym. We used to just hang out on random occasions. We would just hang out all the time. And then, and he was 2 years older than me, so I was a sophomore. He was a senior, and he graduated before my junior year, obviously. And he went to college. I didn't see him like ever, except like once during his college career, like once during his first year of college, and that was because we went to Mizzou for a marching competition. And that was the last time I saw him until like 2 years ago, until like today, like this year.
Right,
Recently
yeah.
I saw him. Like, and we're just like, this is not what we used to. This is not the kind of connection we used to have. We used to like hang out all the time.
Yeah.
We used to make jokes all the time. We used to be like super connected. And now I feel like we're just now meeting each other again. Like it's that awkward feeling. You don't really know them as much. A lot of stuff has changed. They obviously have a different friend group, so maybe that's kind of influencing them. And yeah.
Do you see, when you see friends kind of move on, like the ones that were older than you, do you see them start to move on to things that you kind of feel like are outgrowing where you're at? And then I would also ask a similar question of, do you see friends stuck in patterns where they should probably be grown out of by now?
Yeah. With some people, yeah.
So talk to me about the first one first, which is you start to see friends that will sort of leave, like I would say, like the immediate inner circle. Maybe they went away to college or something like that. Like I'm thinking about all your friends right now, like
Yeah.
the ones who have kind of scattered.
The ones
And-
you've seen around here.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they're doing things, they're maybe involved in things, and you're like, man, have we lost common ground? Or like they're into that, I'm not really into that, and they're talking about this, I don't really know much about that. But like it's kind of like the branches of their life and interests and hobbies and the way they view things kind of branched out a little bit.
Mhm.
And you were just like, oh, well, like, do we still have the same thing in common? Do you have any friends like that?
Yeah, a few actually. Like, I'd say with some of them, I know where they go to school and I know what they do, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that sounds so cool. Like I think that's very interesting. And others, I'm just like, I can't really connect with you with that like specific major or activity you do in like college. Like it's not just, and when I say that, like I'm not much of a partier. And I'm not talking about parties, I'm talking about anything. So
Yeah, partying is just one of
it's
many.
one of many. Yeah, there's multiple.
And that's actually really common for your
Mhm.
age right now to really get into that one.
I've never been much of a person that likes to go party until like 4 o'clock in the morning though. Like
So sounds
not
awful.
that's not all my friends. I know, and I don't even think any of my friends do that. I don't know at least. But I know that they'll go to a frat party if they're near one, and they'll hang out with them and chill like really late at night. And I'm just like, I that's not my comfort zone. It's not something I enjoy doing.
I used to love doing that freshman year of college.
Really?
We'd stay out till 4 or 5 o'clock in the
Sumo.
morning. Yeah.
Really?
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. We'd close down dance clubs. And
I can't do that.
so what we would do in college, we would go to fraternity parties until like, or we'd go to the bars, like, and then the bars in Missouri would shut down around 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because we went to Southeast Missouri State, it was around the border of Illinois. Um, Illinois bars would stay open till like 5 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, so they had a different
So
thing.
you went from Illinois to Missouri.
We'd cross the bridge and go to like different clubs and stuff like that. And then we'd come home at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. We do that on a Wednesday too, and then have to
In
get
the
up.
middle of the week.
Yeah, and then have to get up for class. I don't know what the hell we were thinking, man. Like I wouldn't even think to do that now. But
Yeah, you're like you're slumped after like 9:30 p.m.
dude, like I turn into a pumpkin. But yeah, like we party till like 5 a.m.
That
and
sounds
then we
terrible.
get up at 7:30 and go to 8 o'clock class. Like I don't know.
So you only get like 3 hours, maybe 2 hours of sleep.
Sometimes I wouldn't even sleep.
Oh, and
It was
would you also have like a hangover here?
oh, it was horrible.
Jeez.
Like some of my worst hangovers were in college, and that's because number one, you're an idiot drinker in college. You don't. It's kind of an oxymoron when you talk about drinking responsibly. Like, does that ever really happen? Like, let me drink these 10 beers as responsibly as I can.
That doesn't sound very
I
responsible.
don't know. You know what? This bottle of vodka won't affect me nearly as much if I drink it responsibly. So,
One shot,
yeah.
2 shots, that's responsible. Oh, 3 shots.
Yeah, you'd be like, your cop pulls you over, be like, officer, I drank these 10 beers responsibly. I don't know what your problem is, but yeah, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, we would drink very irresponsibly and then we'd still get up and go to class. And like, I don't know, I couldn't afford, none of us could afford high-end liquor or even the good beer when you're in college. So the bad thing about a college hangover is it's the worst hangover.
Oh, because it's like the worst alcohol.
You're drinking, like I would go, I'll never,
Tito's vodka.
no, not even that. That's a luxury.
What?
I'm talking McCormick or Congress vodka, which is like when I was in college, it was like for an entire fifth of it, like I don't know I don't even know what that is, like 15, 20 ounces. I have no clue, but a bottle of it.
Yeah.
It's like $7. It's so cheap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like $7. You're like, my God, this will last me like the whole weekend, if not maybe 2 weekends, like this whole bottle, right? But it was trash. It was made of like not made with high quality.
Hand sanitizer.
It basically
Spicy hand
oh,
sanitizer.
dude, it tasted so bad, and the hangover the next day was horrific.
I can't imagine. I
Yeah.
cannot imagine.
Yeah, don't do that. But
I wasn't planning on it.
yeah, don't do that. But so it seems like you're seeing these things change in front of you. Which, by the way, what does it feel like to you to see these changes happening in front of you?
Well, at first, like, I don't know, maybe my freshman year of high school, because I had a lot of friends who were seniors, and then when they graduated, I was like, sucks. Like, I really miss them. Like, this is not going to be the same without them. Like, I enjoyed my Fun fact, freshman year was probably my second favorite year of high school ever, because that's when I had all my great friends. That's when I had everyone, upperclassmen, that were, like, everyone. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors of all my great friends. Because when you're a freshman, you get all of them. But as you start to get up to the, like, till you get to like a senior, then you're friends with everyone below you. So that's not that that's a bad thing, but that's just, I always enjoyed hanging out with the older kids, I guess.
Totally get that.
But
Well, you've always been kind of an old soul anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, back in my freshman year, I'm kidding. But let me ask you this, like, so let's fast forward the tape for a minute. Right now, we're recording this in August. Everybody just left, even though this show's going out in September.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably see some of your friends around homecoming. They will most likely come back for homecoming weekend just to see everybody.
Probably.
If they don't come back for homecoming, they will be back for Thanksgiving.
Probably.
So Thanksgiving. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. You see your friends come back for Thanksgiving, and they're talking about all these things, that you haven't been a part of, and the life that they're living, and it's much different than kind of like how you left things with this one friend. What do you think is going to be going through your mind?
Like, I'll give you an example. So I have a friend who is going to Florida for school, which is very far away. It's a completely different state, obviously. When they come back for either like fall break or winter break or any kind of break, really, and they're catching up with me about how their school is going with like a whole bunch of different stuff, I'm just like, so much has changed. I remember when we used to be in the same classes and we'd be talking about the same things, and now we're all like everything's so different. And I honestly would say I have a bit of a hard time with change. I mean, I accept it, but it's really hard to sometimes with certain things like losing a bunch of friends after high school and just seeing all your friends leave and then watching and then even as a senior who just graduated and watch literally leaving and saying goodbye to all your good friends that are still stuck in high school. Like it's just so different. You're just like, wow. I actually like do this thing sometimes where I look back and like freshman, sophomore, junior year of high school, I'm like, man, those were some good memories. Everything's changing. I don't like this. I enjoyed it whenever it was like this. It's just kind of like, I miss that. But obviously, I have to accept it and move on because it's gonna happen every day. Or like, it's just gonna happen.
Well,
It's supposed to happen.
not to be doom and gloom, but can I tell you what you're in for most likely in your 20s and 30s?
I think I already know what you're gonna say, but let's hear it.
What do you think I'm going to say?
It's just gonna happen more often.
It's weird, especially men. What happens to men? So in their 20s, let's just say, it's really weird. Like when you're in college, like you're still kind of a big kid. It's okay to, do handstands as you bong a beer and do like idiotic stuff and stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Tommy boy.
Yeah, yeah. Right. I mean, like it is. It's like totally normal to do that stuff and it's like cool and people get a kick out of it. When you get in your 20s, people don't find that nearly as funny. And when you're in your 30s, people think you're dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like this big metamorphosis kind of starts to happen. But like, so after you graduate college, what you're going to probably see is sort of like this rebirth of freedom a little bit, kind of like where people go away to college and they have like this sort of like big burst of freedom for the first time in their life. Like, oh my gosh, like this is wild. Like, I'm away from home. I can kind of do what I want.
Yeah, and like even colleges, like I don't know what all colleges are like. I'm only in a community college, but a lot of colleges are very less lenient about a lot of stuff because they treat you like adults, and it's all your choice.
In my opinion, they're actually more lenient. In other words, like they're not gonna call you out or get you in trouble or put you in detention. Those give you an F.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you're right. They're less lenient, right?
they're less lenient to like controlling you,
Right.
but they'll control other things to be more lenient with
Yeah.
like grades or attendance
Yeah, they don't care if
or
you
your
show up or
effort.
not. Yeah.
So if you literally like, they're like, okay, well, you don't want to show up, F, fail the class.
Pretty much.
This is how life is. I'm not going to do anything about it. It's your choice. You're an adult.
That's exactly the way it is. Like no one's gonna call you to make it to your 8 o'clock class.
Yeah.
Like no one feels sorry for you that you stayed out at the Purple Crackle until 5 a.m.
Well, what?
That's what it's called. The Purple Crackle. After we go on Wednesdays, you go across the bridge. Yeah. But in their when men get into their 20s and they're done with college and they land their first job and they start making like big money for the first time.
Yeah.
Like they kind of get again really excited and invigorated with freedom.
Yeah.
And they'll tend to go out and party. Like, so like it's adventure. It's kind of like some of the things we're talking about here, which is adventure, shared struggle, work grind. Um, Brotherhood is, I would say, it's interesting around 20 because people are kind of in their own world, right? And they feel like they kind of made it. In their 30s, this is where family career really kind of sink in, family and career, which means men find themselves in one of two places at all times, work or family. That's it. Friendship, brotherhood, hanging out. Like guys will, and here's the crazy thing, guys desperately need it in those 2 decades, desperately. And we will shell.
Friends.
Yeah. Brotherhood, friends, like when you're married for the first time and you're trying to figure out marriage and you become a dad for the first time and you're trying to figure out fatherhood and you're doing it alone, there is that is a tremendous lonely feeling. And every other dude that you know is doing it the exact same way. And when you're asked about your life, hey man, like how's Jessica doing? Oh, great. We're good, man. We're fine. Everything's going really, really good. You know,
How's life going?
Yeah.
Busy.
How's Ethan? Like new baby at home? Like, oh, Ethan's great. Yeah, he's sleeping through the night. Yeah. Like, how's work? Oh, busy. That's really, really busy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Like one word answers.
It's one word answers. It's
Good, fine, and busy or bad.
good, fine, busy, crazy, busy, boring, whatever, right? It's like literally one word answers, but no connection. In fact, and here's the crazy thing too. Then you schedule a night out in your 30s with your buddies. Let's just say 8 of you decide to go out, right? To watch
Sounds
the
awesome.
Yeah. Do you know how many actually usually make it out?
Like 2.
About half of them, right?
Sometimes
and then
less.
yeah, and then the other half, the guys who do make it feel tremendously guilty for making it, and they're thinking about why they probably shouldn't be there and should be home instead.
Really?
Yeah, so it's hard for them to even enjoy it, right? So like, and they're having the same high level conversation about whatever, you know, they're not really getting into it. Like your buddy can literally be going through marriage hell, and you won't know about it unless he maybe jokes about it, but he won't talk to you seriously about it. Because we have this perspective that we should have it all figured out, or we definitely shouldn't share it because that's dangerous.
Jeez.
So like in the 20s and 30s, I know it sounds kind of nuts, but like it's a lonely time for a dude. It really is. But you look around, you're like, everybody else is doing this, so I guess this is life. It's not until you hit your 40s and your kids are a little older and now they're doing other things and they don't need you nearly as much. And suddenly that brotherhood is calling you again, like big time, like in your 40s. And I would say in your 50s, it becomes like really loud because like now your kids are kind of older. They might be moving out at that point, but it's just like, holy crap. Like I've spent all this time with family. Like I don't have any friends anymore. Like that's the world that
is that like the time when people are like, oh man, I miss it when we used to do this.
Yeah. And like, can I give you an example?
Mm-hmm.
How often do you see Papa with friends?
Sometimes I don't even realize he has friends.
Right.
The only time I can really see him like hang out with, I guess, friends is whenever he used to work or at his retirement party.
Exactly. The people he used to work with or the people he works with.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, I will say this. My father-in-law does have friends. He does.
Yeah.
But
He's told me stories about him and his friends even after he's retired. Like, he'll talk to like one of his buddies from like high school or college. And I'm just like, oh, that's cool. But I never see him hang out with anyone else except for grandma or even just other family members.
Yeah.
Maybe one other person whenever he's riding his motorcycle.
Right. So the lesson there is you want to do that never. Like ever. And I say that because a man needs people. A man needs a brotherhood. A man needs a tribe. Like men were not meant to go at life alone. That's why God created woman, you know, a partner for man, right? But he also created, that's why, you know, I can't remember what Psalms verse it is, but it's iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
You know, one man sharpens another, right? God created other men for brotherhood, in my opinion. But it's a resource that we rarely dive into because we think others are too busy or we don't want to be too needy or we don't know how to do. Here's the other thing too. I know it sounds kind of crazy. When you're in high school and college, friendship comes really easy. And I think it has a lot to do with these things. Like it has to do with proximity, right? It has to do with same classes. It has to do with sports. It has to do all these things that we're spending time together anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So friendship becomes easy because you're kind of forced to connect with each other.
Yeah, like like what you're saying, like I think it's harder whenever they're not in that proximity. That's what
Exactly.
you're kind of trying to say.
Which kind of, and I know it sounds kind of crazy, you kind of lose your skills to create new friendships.
That makes sense.
And there's a part of you as a man that feels awkward creating new friendships.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say his first name. You know, my friend Andy, Emery's dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have so many friends.
I have a few friends, but I would say he's a newer friend over this past year.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And we've created a friendship because unfortunately he lost his wife, and
Sad.
I know she passed away. And he and I have gotten to be somewhat close. But I'll tell you, I'm in this industry. I'm in this business of men's work, so it's easy for me to develop relationships with men. I see him really struggle with it. Like, he has a hard time connecting with other people and other men because he's in that area of his life where he has spent a tremendous amount of time with his wife and his son, and now she's gone, and he's like, oh my gosh, like I don't really know how to do this really anymore. So, but he's getting the hang of it. But those are the things that happen. Like, those skills kind of like tend to wither away a little bit if they're not used.
Yeah.
As you go about life, though, I want to talk to you about this. Now that you kind of know these things,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even right now, where you're in this new sort of, I guess, area of your life where all your friends are gone, you're starting college now, you're going to be getting a new job. Now that you know of what's coming over the next 2 decades, of what sort of the dynamics are going to be,
Mm-hmm.
what's important and meaningful for you moving forward as you develop your own relationships? Like, how are you going to counteract that?
Like with school and everything?
Yeah, just developing good friendships despite all the challenges that you've heard us talk about.
I guess just trying to stay connected with them as much as possible. Like recently I just talked to one of my buddies who just went off to college, like literally a couple days ago. And it was hard, but I was just like, I'm honestly not worried about like losing him. Not to say losing it, but like not really being friends with him as much. Like, he actually had the idea of like, hey man, you should come up and visit us sometime. We'll go see a football game.
Totally.
We'll
What
hang
schools
out.
go to?
He goes to Mizzou.
Dude, you should totally do that.
Yeah, he said we'll go to a football game. We'll all go out to dinner. We won't party or anything. We'll go crazy or anything. I know it's not your thing. It's not really my thing anymore either. So, and he's like, yeah, we'll go to a football game. We'll go get some dinner. We'll hang out with all my friends that I've met. I've already met some of them actually when I went to the state wrestling meet, because that's at Mizzou. And he was like, and I already met some of them. They're awesome people. Like, I love them so much. Like, they're super cool people. And
Can I interject here?
yeah.
Go do that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
No,
can
like-
do it. Like,
Go do that this month in September.
oh, this month.
Go visit your friend.
Okay.
Like, seriously, like, keep those friendships tight. Keep, stay like physically present.
Mhm.
Don't allow distance to get between you guys. The more you can do that, and the more you can, like, don't get me wrong, when you go up and see a Mizzou football game and go out to dinner, there's gonna be more that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're gonna have a good old time.
Oh yeah.
You'll have a really fun time. But it's like, you don't have a job yet and school isn't too demanding yet. Like, dude, this is a guy who's 30 years ahead of you. I'm telling you, like, if any advice I would have given myself is, while you have the opportunity, go do that.
Okay.
Like, seriously, because like, I know you want to go visit your girlfriend too, but
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely go visit your friend in September. I know who you're talking about, but like, keep that friendship fresh, keep it tight, go up there 2 or 3 times a semester and visit him, and hang out and make memories and have fun. Especially now, like, you don't have a ton of responsibility you have to worry about. And trust me when I say, the later you get in life, the more responsibility you're going to have and the more shackles you are going to have.
Just kind of enjoy it while it lasts.
I would enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay.
And especially now when friendships tend to distance themselves, you have an opportunity to keep them close.
I wish I would have done that with some of my other friends.
Yeah.
There's actually another friend that wants me to come up and visit, but I don't know how I feel about it, because all he wants to do is party, and I don't want to party.
Well, if you want some company to go with you, I would love to go see a Mizzou game. I mean, I'm not going to go party with you guys, but I would love to go see the
If you
football.
want to come see a football game,
I would love to see the football
You
game.
can just, I guess you can just like leave whenever.
Yeah, I'd
game's
probably just come
over.
back. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It would be
I
blast.
think he actually said since he's a student there, he can get a discount on tickets. So I think he can. But I don't know. I can always pay for my own ticket. It's not like I'm gonna ask from.
Why don't we do this? Why
ticket.
don't we all go see a football game? I'll take you guys out to dinner, and then I'll leave after that, and then you guys, go back to your dorm at 10 p.m. like good boys do, right? And then just go to sleep.
Okay. Okay, Dad.
Yeah, but no, seriously, like I'm really glad you brought that up because like this is a great opportunity to keep a friendship on point because what most people do is like, okay, yeah, see you at Thanksgiving. Okay,
Pretty
see you
much.
at Christmas. And then they come in for Thanksgiving and you might see them one evening at the most because
Yeah.
then they're spending time with family too.
Actually, I actually do this with some of my friends, but I'm just like, where? Oh my gosh, he goes to school in a different state, and the summer hit, and he was like, dude, I just no, he didn't graduate. This is like second year of college. He's like, dude, my school year just ended. I really want to come see you and hang out. And I'm like, yeah, totally, let's do that. But we never plan it.
Yeah.
And it never happened this summer, all because we didn't take the time to plan it.
That is exactly what happens in your 20s and 30s. And what starts to happen right now, it's like, yeah, we'll do that thing. And then you never do that.
Yeah, and then we'll sometimes be like, yeah, when are we gonna plan on hanging out? And like, let's get some stuff sorted out, and then we can figure it out from there.
Yeah, no one ever gets.
We never talked about that,
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
early June.
I have found that so men are notorious for that. Be like, yeah, let me get through this, and this busy season of this thing I'm doing, and then we'll get together. And you never get together.
Yeah.
So my friend Vito, right? Vito and me and Vito have been friends for like 10 years, right? And over the past, let me just ask you this. What have you noticed about me and Vito's friendship over the past couple of years?
Honestly, I haven't really heard much from him lately.
Right.
I remember you guys used to hang out quite a bit. You go to the gym all the time. Like, we'll even go to the gym together, and we'll just see him there, and we'll start hanging out.
Yeah.
We'll even go to like when Mason did football with him, we would go to their other coaches' houses and have parties with the whole team. Like we had New Year's parties, we had Thanksgiving parties, we even just had get-togethers and just random occasions. Like, hey, let's have a barbecue and let's all hang out. Now we don't do that anymore.
We don't. And that's because I think this is a good time for me to tell you I have allowed that same laziness to set into that relationship.
Really?
Yeah, we're like, oh, I got this going on, or I'm doing this book launch right now, and Vito's like, oh, I'm traveling right now, I got football right now, and I'm like, yeah, I'm rehabbing this knee right now, and so I'm done with physical therapy. So this morning, I messaged him and I said, hey, next Wednesday or Thursday, 8:30 a.m., which day is the best day for you to for us to go get coffee? And he's like, Thursday. I'm like, awesome. We're going. Starbucks, 8:30 in the morning next Thursday. He's like, dude, great. Love it. It's been too long. I was like, yeah, it has been too long. So the reason I share that with you is because most people won't do that. They'll try to oh, I've got this going on.
They'll fling the idea, but they won't actually plan it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we should do coffee sometime. Right? Or we should do lunch sometime. Or we should do that sometime. Be like, no, what are you doing next Thursday at 8:30? That's what time we're getting together again, right? So and usually it takes one of the dudes, and the lesson I'm going to teach you right now is don't ever wait for that other dude to do it because he won't do it. Mm-hmm. You do it.
I've actually had friends, and this is probably a little bit on me as well.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's all my fault. But I would have friends like a couple years ago. I don't even think I'm really friends with them anymore because I don't talk to them anymore. Where I'll be like, hey, let's plan a time to go hang out, and they're like, yeah, sure. But I feel like I've actually tried to initiate what day of the week works best for you? Like, I'm free this, and this day. And oh man, I'm not available until this week and this month of the day. I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll regroup whenever that day starts to get closer. That day gets closer. So you want to hang out? And you're like, oh yeah, no, I can't hang out until this week. I'm just like, okay. So then I just start to forget about it. We try to plan it. I try to be like, okay, I'm available these days. When are you available? Then they say, oh, I'm not available for this long a period of time. I'm just like, oh, but I wouldn't be like, well, can you tell me what day you are available so I can and we can plan for it? But I think even sometimes I don't really remember very often. I think I used to do this thing where I'd be like, I'm available this day. Are you available this day? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, let's hang out. And then we get to that day, like, I think we need to reschedule.
Yeah.
And we never hung out after that.
I love that. Like, it's always the last minute cancellation. It's
Yeah.
always the last minute, like, can we reschedule? And the reschedule never happens.
Yeah.
So, like, what I've learned is, hey, can we reschedule? Yeah. When is good for you next? Let's
Yeah.
do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Like, yeah, like what day of the week are you
Yeah.
available next week? And
Do you know who is like the ultimate rescheduler is your Uncle Grant?
ultimate
Rescheduler. Like, he is the ultimate. Like, we'll have dinner plans and then I'll hear from him. Like your mom is always like, so do you think you're going to hear from him to reschedule? I'm like, most likely. Yeah.
So like when that day comes, he's
I usually wait to hear when he wants to reschedule it. And then like, so like, I'll give you an example. Like, we've been trying to get together for dinner for a minute and it hasn't happened. And I finally just told him, I was like, hey, pick a night next week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and then pick the restaurant where you want food from, call it in, I'll pick it up, and I'll be at your house with dinner by 7. Just let me know what restaurant and what day works best for you next week.
Yeah.
That's literally what I did. So next Wednesday, I'm picking up dinner and bringing it to him and Sam so we can actually see them and have dinner, because it's like impossible to get your uncle out of his house.
Just you?
Yeah. Well, you can come too if you want, if you want to see him.
Sam.
But yeah, I was going to bring mom or whatever. If you want to come, you can. But like literally, like sometimes it takes that much of a twisting of the arm to be like, dude, I know you're making every excuse in the book because you're busy, you're tired, you got this going on, you got a little baby at home, you got another one on the way, and yeah.
I feel like wait, what? Another one on the way?
Yeah, they're due in a month. They're due this month.
No way.
You didn't know that?
No.
What?
I knew. What was their name? Vivian? Is that their first?
You don't remember your niece's name? Yes, Vivian.
I barely know them.
I know, it's because we don't see him that much.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard.
I don't think I've seen them since like a year.
Oh my God, that's way too long. That's crazy.
I think the last time I saw him, actually, no, I think I saw him last Thanksgiving.
That's what I mean. So it shouldn't be holidays and birthdays for good dudes to get together, even if you're relatives. It needs to be like a random night, like next Wednesday, that we're bringing over food to your house to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so yeah. And how old is Grant? He's in his mid-30s. He's right in the heat of this. So it's either work or family. That dude doesn't leave the house or he doesn't leave the office, one of the two. But yeah, that is notorious for dudes.
So he's having a second child.
Yeah, you're going to be an uncle again. How about that?
Wait, what? I'm an uncle?
You're what? Wait, she's your cousin.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not an uncle, I'm a cousin.
Yeah, you're a cousin. Oh my God, what am I thinking?
I was going to say, I'm not an uncle.
God. So the brain power's not working.
Anyways.
Let's get back to this. So I want to get back. I do want to end the show with this because we're talking about it right now, but it'd be good for us to do it. So there's key ways that help men build lasting, and that's the thing, lasting brotherhood. So first one is intentionality. You can't wait for friendships to happen. You have to build them.
Yeah.
So that's intentionality. So like, or the example I just gave, which is like, listen, dude, we're getting together. It's either going to be one of these 3 days next week. You pick it. You pick the restaurant. That's intentional. Another one is a shared struggle. So like, for instance, guys going to war together. This, not actual war, but I mean, that could be. But like the gym, business challenges, parenting struggles, sports, marriage struggles, that kind of thing. Like a guy who is struggling with something in his life tends to connect better with another guy who might be sharing in the same struggle. Believe it or not, this one's a big one. Vulnerability. So like, yeah, so I'll give you, want me to give you an example? So how most conversations happen for adult men is, hey man, how's work?
Good.
Right. How's your girlfriend? How's Megan?
Oh, we're doing great. Yeah, she's good.
That's good. How's college going?
Oh, it's busy, but it's good.
Yeah.
That's kind of thing.
That is the extent of conversations. But when you say something like this, like let's just say I'm your buddy, right? And let's just say your mom is not your mom, she's my girlfriend. And I'd be like, yeah, man, things are going pretty good. But you know what? Can I be honest with you about something? Like me and Jessica are kind of going through a bit of a tough time right now. Like we were good like a few months ago, but what I've noticed here lately is like we're a little distant. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it's a little weird right now. I just shared something with you that wasn't a one-word answer, that kind of gave you an inside look, a behind the curtain look of something that's going on, do you feel more connected to me, more relatable to me, or do you feel less?
Feel more connected to you.
More.
Yeah, because you start to see like the things that you haven't heard of yet, and you're just like, interesting. Tell me more.
Yeah, and not that complaining or negativity brings people together. But vulnerability.
Yeah, you're just opening up.
Yeah, the honesty.
Complaining is more like, oh, well, this happened, and I'm just like, I don't like that.
Here is the last one. Consistency.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so it's forged over reps, weekly check-ins, rituals, seeing them. So like that's why I tell you, like, go see your friend in September, even though he's in college, because it's the consistency thing. It's like you just saw him. Yeah. You just hung out with him for the summer.
Yeah.
Don't let 30 days go by without seeing him again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
I want to do that.
Got to keep that consistency going.
I think he's coming back for a few breaks, and we're already planning on seeing each other over those times.
That's perfect.
So
that is perfect. Well, dude, has this been? Let me ask you this: like, I never had these conversations growing up, like, and I'm just curious. Like, you tell me whatever you want, but like after you and I having this conversation about what happens to friendships and what you can pretty much bank on happening, I wouldn't say that. Let me take that back. These things don't have to happen to you. You can actually totally and completely prevent them.
Yeah, it's like a common.
It's a common thing.
But you can prevent it.
Yeah, and I think what we just did is like if we go back to the Squire, we just went through the obstacle course, and I'm like, hey, dude, bear trap, barbed wire, bear trap, guy swinging something. This is headed your way as you walk this path.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about navigating this path, knowing that these bear traps have kind of been pointed out now?
Well, now I know where to avoid them. So, like, a bear trap is not being able to see a friend, and to avoid it, I'm gonna go see him at a football game. You know, those kinds of things. And to kind of go with what you were saying, like, oh, I never had these conversations when I was younger. You know, I didn't realize this, like what we're talking about now, until we talked about it today. I was just like, whoa, it's like the silent killer of your friendship.
Oh my God. And there it is.
Yeah.
You just nailed it.
Not hear that voice crack?
I didn't. I actually heard the silent killer of friendships. I didn't hear the voice crack. So,
but yeah, that's exactly
right.
Silent killer of your relationships, your friendships. I'm sure it can go both ways with like even your spouse, right?
1,000%.
Ooh.
These rules apply to your spouse. And here's the thing, like we already talked about, like stereotypically, what happens like during friendships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So stereotypically, like all these things kind of sort of make friendships sort of crumble.
Yeah.
But the same things somewhat happen in marriage. But what happens in marriage is the silent killers of marriage is kind of the exact same thing, really. We lose the intentionality. We aren't vulnerable with each other anymore. In fact, what usually happens in marriages when enough like things have happened, like baggage and that kind of thing, we become less vulnerable and more protective. So we don't let our spouse in nearly as much, and the consistency definitely goes away. So like our date nights go away, our check-ins go away.
Yeah, like whenever you say, when you have kids, your friendships start to like go different ways.
They do.
And like even when you were saying, like I've heard you say this multiple times on your podcast, like when you have kids, it's like it's all about the kids, not about the relationship anymore.
Right.
Like some people start to like no longer go on dates, like what you were just saying. They don't talk as much. They pay more attention to the kids, which is good to an extent. But you still got to take care of your marriage, just like you've been saying. So I'm not a marriage guru. I'm not married yet. So, but I just kind of learn off of what you say off your podcast. So I'm kind of just recapping it.
Yeah, these are the same things. These are absolutely the same struggles. Well, guys, we're gonna have all these links. We're gonna have all this actually information in the show notes. What I would actually encourage you guys to do is go to the show, and I'm gonna have all these notes in here for you as far as like why friendships change after high school. Also, the different stages of friendship. I think this is just something great to have. You know, what happens in our 20s, like the adventure, the shared struggle. Brotherhood is easy whenever everyone's hustling together somewhat. Yeah. 30s, this is when men tend to fade on their relationships. The 40s and 50s, and this deep hunger kind of comes back. And like I said, we'll also have a link for the DB Overdrive for our first form in the show notes for you guys as well. If you guys go to the dadedge.com/1361 for this show, again, the dadedge.com/1361, I'll have all this stuff in there for you. Feel free to share it. Share it with some friends. Share it with some buddies. Share it with your kids. Let them know like how they can prevent some of these mistakes that we've made over the years. So, Ethan, this is awesome. I love doing the show with you. It's so much fun.
Me too.
Yeah. And we might as well give these guys, just a bit of a teaser of what the month of September is really going to bring
Heck yeah.
for you and I. So like the month of September, it's really all about friendships. And it's all about building brotherhoods and all these other things that are
A
tribe. But yeah, tune in next Friday. We're gonna have all kinds of really cool information for you guys. I'm sorry, next Wednesday. We're gonna have our second show on this topic next Wednesday. So guys, from my heart to yours, thank you so much for tuning in today. Go out, live legendary. Take care.